Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to the last week of December. Now, I've been finding different tarot spreads to do, and usually this day of the week would be the day where I would start doing the block, but we're not doing a regular week this week. We're doing a different kind of week this week. So I came up with this spread, and I thought it was the funniest thing, and you might get some insight out of it as well. So it's called the WTF Was I Thinking Tarot Spread. And I'm not going to say what the fug, am I thinking tarot spread? Yeah. So we'll call it fug, okay, F-U-G, fug. What the fug was I thinking? Yeah. So let's start. We'll pull some cards, and then we're going to go through how it goes, right? So I'll put this one like this. They say put one like that. Oh my. Okay. That's not so bad. We got the Ace of Cups on top of it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's another one. 9. Okay. So Pisces, we're assuming is what the bug was I thinking? All right. So let's start out. 1 and 2 is what the, and it represents background context and challenges. So let's flip them around. Okay, so this is limbo. The Hangman card came in, and the Ace of Cups. So what I'm thinking is the background context would be, what are you slowed up about in either your heart opening or a fresh start or friendship or spiritual growth? What is hindering you? What's the context here, right? What is the slow up in something having to do with the fresh start for love, relationship, or spiritual growth? What is going on? Okay, so next up is actual, what really happened? King of Wands. I'm thinking is that you didn't take the power. Whatever it is, you didn't take the power and you didn't do it, okay? And fug, F-U-G, how I fugged up. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you never made it begin. It never started. Whatever it is, it never started. You thought of it, you looked at it, you saw what it was, but you didn't begin, or you didn't take this opportunity. And this is important, I think. You know what? I know it's funny. I know it's the context of the way it says it. But you know, Pisces, there's a lot of times in life where we get an opportunity, something shows up for us, and we just kind of go, yeah, I'll look at it, and then we shove it under a carpet, under a bed. We just don't do it. I can't count. I can't even count how many times I've done this. Even this year. I mean, for how long did it take me to just open up the readings, you know? I said, I think in June or May or something, and it ended up being like November before I actually started. And yes, everything happens for a reason, but, you know, at least I started, But it's like, what the fuck, Jane? Why did you wait so long? Like, why didn't you just, like, take the cup that was being offered? There's, like, opportunity after opportunity. And it's like dropping the ball. That's what it is. So, instead of beating yourself up, though, Pisces, I would take this time to write it down. In this first row, would go, okay, what didn't I, like, either do fast enough, or where could I have, like, speed it up? What could I have done to make this process go faster? Or just to take that opportunity, period, because some of us didn't take any opportunities. There's certain things we just never, did anything about. So this is a great time to do this. This is a great time at the end of the year to recap, see where we dropped the ball. This is dropping the ball, okay? Or the cup, or the wand, whatever it is. It started but never went, and I love the fact that he's got a little, like, crossed out fire in the middle of his shirt, which kind of just says it all, doesn't it? It's like, nope, didn't do it. So yeah, let's just do that. All right. So if any of you are interested, this tarot spread, I got it from Pinterest, and it's by Evie Marin, and it's in tarotbangtarot.com. So I wanted to give her the kudos. I think it's a her. I'm sorry if it's not. Anyway, give this individual, let's say, the kudos about for this reading. Okay, so you have 5 and 6, past internal landscapes. So, balance in the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that there were a lot of opportunities to find that beautiful patience, balance coming in. Or maybe you were just waiting for balance for the wheel to turn in your favor. But the wheel turns, so all that happens is that the opportunity gets missed. That's all I feel. I feel like it's almost like this is saying I was waiting for things to, make sense. For things, I was waiting, I wanted to be moderate about it. I didn't want to just jump in. I was waiting for, like, divine intervention, right? So they're kind of crossing each other. I like that, because that's what they're doing. They're crossing each other, like saying, you missed it somehow, okay? You missed the wheel, you missed the opportunity somehow. Next is, and that was I. Was I is past internal landscape. So it says, what the actual fug, F-U-G, you see? Listen, I didn't say it. Was I thinking? Thinking is motives and reasoning. Page of coins. There you go. Too much to learn. Too much time. Too much to learn. It's in the reverse. Because the page of coins of pentacles, he's always like, yes, I'm in it. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna take the time. But because it's in reverse, it's telling me thinking, I don't have the time to learn, right? 8. Thinking, it's like what the actual was I thinking? Interrogation point. A question to ask my former self. Knight of Wands. What did you actually need to overcome? What did you actually need to overcome? That's the question. What was so hard about it that you couldn't overcome? That's the question. Okay? And then the next is an exclamation point, number 9. So it's interrogation point, exclamation. What the actual F-U-G was I thinking? Interrogation point, exclamation point, an action to reintegrate what I know. 8 of Wands. Progress is made when you put energy in it. Okay? When you overcome the blocks. When you actually take the time to overcome the blocks. Okay? When you overcome the blocks, things happen with intense energy. When you put the energy in it, the energy comes to you as well. You have to invest in it for it to go. You have to get your ducks in a row. I know Aces loves when I say this. But you have to get you have to put your things in line. You got to get them going. You've got to take the steps in order to get it done. You can't just sit back and think that things are going to happen for you. You actually have to do it. I like this reading. I know it's funny, but it came in with a lot of insight. It's telling you this year, again, number 8, brave heart, courage, trust, self-assurance, take your instinctive drive and plow through all of these things that you haven't been doing. All of these beautiful talents and gifts that you have, and actually do something. Do something with it, okay? Don't give yourself excuses anymore. Get yourself out of limbo. Embrace the starts when they're offered up to you, okay? Be the leader instead of just thinking about it. Instead of just seeing the spark, take that spark, turn it into a flame, become the leader in your own life. You have, again, okay, don't wait for the perfect time because the wheel's going to spin regardless. So if you're not on the ride, you're going to miss it, okay? And don't think that things are too hard to learn. Start. Begin with the first book and see what happens, right? Begin with the first step. That's how it begins. Question yourself all the time. What was the question? What did you actually have to overcome? Yourself? Most probably. Your thoughts of thinking it was too much, that you wouldn't get anywhere. If you had overcome this and just started, you'd be here right now. You'd already have all this progress. Okay? So these are the things you want to tell yourself going into the new year. This is fabulous. This was supposed to be funny. It's not funny at all. It's kind of very insightful. Well, it's kind of funny. Especially me saying fug, F-U-G. Anyway, so what else can I pull with this? I'm gonna put some cards here. So by the way, happy Boxing Day if you're shopping. Happy shopping day. I don't know. I taped these ahead of time, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. So let's take a little wisdom of the Oracle. I probably am shopping because I'm not here for sure. I'm at home. Hopefully everybody's having a great time. Let's hope so. Pisces. TikTok. You see, the one thing that you can be guaranteed of through everything here, everything that's being said, is that time will continue to move forward. Okay? If you decide not to change, the world's going to change around you. It's a proven fact. It's done it over and over and over again. That's how we were, you know, walking around everywhere to now having electric cars, you know. So nothing ever stops. Everything keeps changing. So while you are waiting for something to happen or waiting to have the perfect circumstances come in, the clock is ticking, right? And for some of us, I don't care. We're all just, going to the end of our lives anyway. And when we go, well, we go back home and yeah, sure. But why waste a journey? Why waste time? On the planet that we're supposed to be doing stuff. I mean, we're supposed to be experiencing things. Why not experience them? Why not have some fun? Why not take the chance? Why not try to make a business go off the ground? A relationship take off? Why not try? Why not? Right? Give it a chance. Take the balloon, okay? Give up that clock, if nothing else. Look at this. Okay? Give up that clock, like send it in an odd hair balloon and it's like, there you go, bye-bye now. I'm gonna do something, and instead of paying attention and seeing that time has gone by, a full year to be exact, and there's a bunch of things that I didn't actually do, how about next year I just concentrate on doing And then later in the year, looking at the clock and going, are we already here? Wow, look how far I've come. Didn't even realize I was this far down the road. Okay, with all of this stuff. Wow. Okay. Because sure as heck, time is going to keep moving forward, with or without you. Okay. Chaos and conflict. I think this is the biggest thing, especially with, was it the Temperance card that came in here? I think the biggest scare was not being in balance. You know, you want things to be kind of, you want it to be okay. I want it to be balanced. And you have the 3, by the way, and the 6 coming up. 3, 6, and we got a 9, and it's going to be that reading, isn't it? Yeah. The chaos and conflict in it is just there to what? I love this card. It keeps coming out, and I keep telling you. It's because this thing, whatever it was, it's a zebra. But it was wearing the coat of I don't know what. And now that's cracked and going away, and the zebra's showing their true stripes. In other words, your authentic self, who you were always meant to be. And that will change from one day to the next, okay? Don't get hung up on identities, I'll say this much. But you know if you're not living your best life. You will absolutely know. You'll feel it, okay? It's going to feel off for you. You're just going to go, that doesn't feel right at all, okay? So, just always know, like, am I a fraud? Am I just running through life thinking, you know, I don't feel like I'm wearing my own clothes. I don't feel like I'm wearing my own identity. I don't feel like I'm wearing my own personality. Wear your own personality. Wear your own identity right now. And as it changes, you'll change with it. And you'll never have to wonder if you're if you are where you're supposed to be. You will always come back to it. The other part of it is 32, here and now. That's the past, this is the future, okay? The past you can't change, and I've said this before. In the future, well, the future is not here yet. But what you can do is concentrate on it right now, okay? In the future, things will be perfect. I'll be able to do that. Don't concentrate on that. Concentrate on what you can do right now. Don't go in the past and think, well, other people have failed and maybe don't go in the past. That's the past. People have learned from their mistakes, so have you. So now go into the future, okay? Go into that future. Absolutely. Yeah, and I love this because, see, the door is open but yet still closed. I always mention this, I think. The door is open yet is still closed. Very interesting. Six again, 24. Time for a nap. Interesting. Like I said, I keep feeling that this part of the week, it's in between, the in-between time, right? It's between the old and the new. It's between either the Wheel of Fortune or the World card into the Fool, right? In the reading, and especially today, because it is the full moon in Cancer today, okay, the 26th, we had a lot of take the time and rest, right? Take the time and rest. We even had it in the reading for the week. Okay, your block is taking enough time to rest. This isn't for this week. Well, it is, but it isn't. It's just talking about the last year and everything that we've been doing and seeing. And what the heck were you thinking? Okay, we'll say heck. But this is exactly that. In an upcoming year, it's very important that you get plenty of rest, okay? A mind that's not rested will never make a clear decision. First of all, their mind will never be clear enough to make any decisions. So it's very important that you get plenty of rest, okay? Put a sleep schedule on the top of your list for 2024. I know sometimes it's hard to do, and myself included. I stay up late, and then sometimes I can't sleep very well. So, but I always try to sneak in a nap somewhere and try to bring it back up to, to the level that so I can function properly. But I do understand. But more than taking a nap, take time to heal the stuff. This right here, I feel, is also saying take the time to write down here the stuff that maybe you feel like you let it pass by. The stuff that you came by, but you kind of, no, I'm not going to do it. Because I think we do it too often. I think we do it too often. We discourage ourselves either because we're tired or because we have so much other stuff. That's even some of the stuff that's non-essential that we just busy our minds with. I'm going to even say this, even just busy scrolling crap that nobody, it's not constructive. You're just killing time where you could be doing so much more. Okay? And I know it's terrible to say this. I am on social media. I guess this is YouTube, right? It's a social media. But I think it's important that you carve out time in your day to shut some of that off and actually do something constructive, something that's going to bring back to you, okay? Even if your business is partly on social media itself, work on that instead of looking at other people's work. As nice as it is, especially when, I'm all for it. If there's bunny videos, I'm there. But there's time to take a break and look at the things that you could have done for yourself, okay? Especially if you are wanting stuff to happen, you're wanting to accomplish things, you're going, I want a new career, and I want to make extra money, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. If you spend all your extra time wasting it on, stuff, distractions, I would say, which is fine for a certain amount of time. It's just, I'm not saying, like, don't take away your good feeling moments, Watching bunnies hippity hop brings me a lot of happiness, and that's good. But don't do it for like 4 hours a day, okay? Cut it down to a time and enjoy it while you have it. Let it bring a lot of joy in you and let it fuel you to do other things. Give other things their equal time, okay? Give other things the equal time. Manage, balance it out. So that you don't get in the end of the year and say, well, I gave all my time to everybody else and I didn't give enough to myself, and because of that, things didn't happen. It's a very give and take today in the world of social, of internet. Everybody has got something going on, and it's everybody has a phone, so it's hard in a world where there's really no balance. It's all a free-for-all, right? Everybody can do whatever they want most of the time. And every free minute we give it to this little box, right? That's going to be one of my major changing points in 2024. I'm going to give my time more to things like reading a book, even if it is on this, but something, one that's fiction and ones that's, more of growth, spiritual growth, learning something, expanding the mind. I don't mind using I don't mind using this for a tool to learn. I had started learning sign language. I want to finish that. I can learn that as well on here, right? I can use this to learn all of that. But I want to use it as a tool. I don't want the tool to be using me. And I think that's the big point I'm trying to say here. Don't let life consume you. You consume life. That's the big thing. So I think this what the reading is is how do you plan to consume life in 2024? Okay? There you go. I guess that's the big question. That's the big thing here. All right, so I'm going to let you go with that. Like I said, they're going to be smaller for around the holidays because I know not everybody's got a lot of time. The fact is I just want to show up every day for you guys, make sure that you know I'm still here and preparing for the new year. Absolutely, we're going to rock 2024. Yes, we are. And I'm going to send you a lot of love, light, and blessings. I hope you're still enjoying your holidays. For some of you, are going back to work tomorrow. For some of you, you have the rest of the week off. So either way, I hope to get to see you for a couple of minutes every day. And I hope that you deem me as something that will help empower you to do more, okay? Hopefully, I'm not just a distraction. I'm actually helping you find your own personal power. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, it was meant to be fun, but it actually is kind of cool in itself. It's going to be a fun title, right? Take care, my beautiful ones. I will see you tomorrow with another brand new weird thing. Bye for now.